How's it going, everyone? Hopefully you're doing well. Today we're checking out the Object 283. I'm joined by Tiggy once more. Excuse the messy bed, but if you own a cat, you know that it is their bed and not yours. So I have no control until he gets off of it. That's time that I can tidy the bed. True. I also disabled the NVIDIA blur filter thing, so you can actually see him a little bit clearer. Anyway, today, the 283. This thing. We're going to talk about it. Now, just before we get into all the stats about the tank and, you know, the gun and the mobility and whatnot, I want to talk about one thing. And that is this repair speed. 3.68 seconds to repair everything. I think this is like the fastest repairing tank I've ever seen. Now, you see this, obviously right here is getting boosted by vents, it's food, you've got brothers in arms and repairs and whatnot. But this is even without the field mod, where you can actually boost the repairs up even more with a turbocharge unit, turbocharge tuner, whatever it's called. As you can see, it goes all the way down to 3.45. And just for argument's sake, we'll put on that field mod as well. And we'll put on survivability, because you could make this go down even further. Now, I'm not saying that you should do this, but you could. It would then make it so that the repair speed is 1.62. This is with it completely maxed out as well. Obviously full bonded equipment. But I just thought that was funny. And obviously this is on the day that the micro patch came out, so all my mods have been wiped. So I don't have everything in kind of one section on the right hand side here. So you just have to bear with me with that. We will be scrolling a little bit. But yeah, the 283, it's a weird tank. Obviously, half the people don't actually have this thing because you just cannot get it, at least permanently. So you're kind of in that situation where a lot of people just have this as a rental, just like me. I mean, I wish I could just buy it for 13,000 gold, but no, not allowed to do that. That would be an option. Go on, Wargaming, why don't we do that? Why don't you unlock the purchase for this tank? You will earn a load of gold. Why don't you just do that? Now, this tank's armor layout is a little bit weird. It's kind of like an ISM and a 416 merged into one. Because you do kind of have armor here, but at the same time you don't. And you do kind of have camo, but at the same time you don't. You see what I mean? It's like the 416 and the 432 and obviously the K91. This is where it kind of slots into, but it's a little bit more well armored than them, because no one's going to go about and say how well armored the 416 is. I mean, at least not the hull armor. Now, for the armor layout on this tank, and I'll have it flashed up on the screen now, it is not very good. Like, it's not awful, but it's not great. Against 300 heat, which is what this has as premium rounds, you are going to be just getting cut through like it's nothing. Especially at the front, with it only being around about 200 millimeters thick. So that means that, yes, tier 8s and tier 7s can still pen you, although not super reliably, because there are loads of little angles and weak spots around the tank, which is what I like to see. Now, the gun on this tank. If you ever played the T54, it's kind of like that. Because the standard pen on this is not great. It's like tier 8 pen. But the premium round pen is good. To put this into perspective, the Iron Arnie has a better gun than this tank. I mean, okay, the Iron Arnie doesn't have as good DPM as this tank, but I mean, come on. Like 226 standard pen at tier 9? And I know there's worse tanks out there for standard pen, I know. But I mean, it should be more. Like in nowadays World of Tanks, this isn't really enough. Like, for a tier 9, you expect this to be around about 240 pen, at least. You know, considering that tier 10 is more around 250 to 260, like, you would like it to be around about 240, or at least like 235 or something like that. But I mean, 300 heat does come in nice, obviously very, very slow shell velocity, but not a lot you can do about that. The other nice thing is that the HE rounds, although they are only 50 millimeters a pen, they do go as fast as the AP rounds. For the crew skills in this tank, you can put the 140 crew in. Be careful, because you will need situation awareness on the commander and not on the loader. So if you do have it on the... for some reason I have it on both. I don't know why I have this, but there you go. I don't actually have a I don't think I have a 416 crew or anyone to hand at the moment. Wait, I do. I don't have enough crew skills anyway. Yeah, so the 416 crew, it looks like that does have the situational awareness on the commander. So your 416 crew should work fine, I think. Yep. So crew members, commander, gunner, driver, loader for the 416. The same with the 432. Can I just say that 432 is just so much nicer than this tank. But this is a tier 9 gun. Okay? This is a tier 9 gun. Mwah. And then, yeah, the K91 is exactly the same with the 4 crew members. So you should be fine with whacking your K91 crew in or any of the others. For equipment on this tank, we are running Vents Remo V-Snap. And I cannot change it so that I have 2 slots because that is only available if you actually own the vehicle. So no field mods for Max. The same as everyone else that has this tank, probably. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's go into some games, shall we? Well, I just changed my camera settings and now it's so much nicer. Apologies that you had to put up with a little less vibrant Max and Tiggy, but there you go. Now we are here. Although some people probably prefer it like that. Right, so we are on Lakeville. And we are just going to try and snipe at the start, just to see whether or not we can hit anyone. This isn't by... I don't really know how I would play this tank if I want to play it as a sniper, because it doesn't really have like an ultra nice sniping gun. That was actually quite close. Someone spotted me though. Alright, anyway, we'll go back. Yeah, so I don't really know. This is my very first game in this tank. So, completely new to me. I am learning this tank at the exact same time as you. Which is, why it's not really a review. And, I don't really know what we're going to call this. But, it's more of a first impressions than a review. So yeah. I mean, at least you get a fully traversable turret. And I am doing the typical camp at the back of the map strategy. I really wish I had my mods on. So, look how hard it is to decide, like, how many light tanks they have and what it is. So, like, they have 1, 2, 3. Whereas I'll just look before at the colours and I'll be done. That is very slow shell velocity, though. You know what? Let's go to the city. Oh, and people are pinging me. Lovely. I have chat turned off. And I know for a fact that they are right now crying in chat. Saying, why are you sniping? Why are you doing this? Shut up. Because I need to know what we're gonna do. There's no point me going to the valley in this tank, and there's no point me rushing the city either at the moment. Not until we know what is actually happening. Valley looks like it will hold, but like we have so many tanks in the mid right now that it's kind of difficult to decide what we're gonna do. Alright, let's see. We get a shots at this guy. That one bounced. Lovely. Okay, let's go and help this guy. Excuse me? What I want to do is not lose any health to this guy if I can. Good. This is so far so good. Let's see if we've... we'll just wait a second because people at the mid will start to shoot us, obviously. Since we have been spotted. Okay. Let's now push forwards a little bit. Yeah, sometimes you need to take the game slowly. Sometimes you want to sit back and just find out what is actually happening and then make a decision. Because how many times has people just run in ahead and then died? I have plenty of times. That's an IS-3 too. That's... I'll load heat here. Obviously we are side scraping. Lovely. I go back to standard rounds. And what I want to do is go around this way. Ooh. Hello. What exactly do you mean screen not penetrated? It's a PTK. It has no armor game. Now, I can out DPM this guy. Wherever he's gone. I think he's behind the house. Unless he's run off completely. Which, if he's run off completely, that's well played to him. Just like, I wouldn't want to be sitting here either. Char's taking him out. And that's a Somwa. How are these bouncing? Okay, the T-44 did run away completely, which is actually fine. Now what I want to do is get forwards and try and deal with this Somwa if I can. Ah, no, man. Get one more shot in. That's an Italian TD at the back of the map, which is not really what I want to fight. Gonna intuition out to heat here. We only have 2 shells of AP remaining. We're up to 2.5k damage. We're okay at the moment. Let's see, can I get a shot off on this guy somehow? There is a... It's a tiny shot there, okay? Maybe we can hit it. Very nice. Is it just me or do you hear the autoloader sound? That's weird. It sounds like an autoloader almost. Alright, let's push forwards because there is a Foch at the back of the map. Actually, that's kind of a bad situation for us. Okay, this gun. What is wrong with this gun? Seriously. What? Okay. Gun, please. Just work. I don't understand. Why is this gun so bad? I'm not enjoying this gun. I won't lie to you. It'd be nice if I could just hit him. I mean, there's nowhere else that I can hit this guy, so... Or pen him, sorry. I guess we just go forwards and just try and close the distance. And hopefully he doesn't kill us along the way. Yeah, first impression of this tank. I don't like this gun. Oh, for goodness sake, daughters. can't even shoot this guy. $36 damage. Amazing. That tortoise also had the stock gun. I kind of feel bad for him, but he did well. Well, 2.8k, 900 assistance. I'm not even going to apply this because there is 0 point. First class. Woo! I know that it is only about 2.5k to mark this thing, which is quite funny, to be fair. I would probably actually mark this tank if I had it permanently, but I don't think I can do it in 20 games. Okay, into the next one. Right, well, we're on Fisherman's Bay. What are we going to do? Well, I mean, we'll go to the left. And can we still hide in the bushes to the left? Or did they remove that? I can't remember. Anyway, going to the left. Well, they did remove the bushes, didn't they? They also removed these arches, but that might actually be okay for me. Right, let's see. Can we maybe catch someone out that's trying to push this? There's a BZ. I mean, the BZ is actually kind of scary for me. I won't lie. 110 not so much. But the BZ, not really something I enjoy fighting. You know what, I'm just going to load heat right off the bat. I know this is probably going to absorb it, but what are you going to do? Well, unfortunately, there isn't a lot that you can actually do at this point in time. I'm not going to lie. There's just not a lot you can do. You just have to sit here and just wait. Yeah, it's Fisherman's Bay. Like, there's nothing you can really do. I was unfortunate actually there. Because the BZ did cross. And I didn't catch him in time, but... Lovely. That's almost like we were dancing then. Angled it just right as he shot. Oh. Rolled 380 as well, which is quite nice. The AMX is pushing. Well, if the AMX is pushing, I'll get one into the AMX. We rolled for 270 that time. Because, yeah, screw you, Max, that's why. I will repair it. Is this guy fired? I don't think this guy's fired. Yeah, lovely. He can bounce, maybe? Lovely, okay. That's not too bad. I mean, what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do in this game. It's Fisherman's Bay. You just sit there and just hope. Well, that's Fisherman's Bay. Okay, we'll play one more game. And the thing is, I don't even want to change anything on this tank. Like, what would I change? It goes fast enough for me. I don't really feel like I need to have a turbo on this tank. Optics, it's not needed. Like, it's just nothing. I can't remove the stab because the dispersion is awful. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. I think that vents from a V-stab is the best. At least so far. Anyway, after 2 games, we have 2.2k average damage. Yes, let's go play one more game. Well, we are now on highway. And unfortunately, I don't know why I have all of these on my blacklist, but okay. Sure. They obviously done something to me at some point. I don't even have that many people in my blacklist. To be fair, they could have just been playing arty, and I just blacklisted them. Not gonna lie, I do just blacklist any arty that hits me half the time. Just because they are so annoying. And then I clear it out in the new year. Yep. Nearly. I mean, this guy is slightly annoying. Thinking he's an F1 car. Like, look at him go. He'll probably come back around for another run and then die. Just because that's what people do in that tank. Maybe sniping's the best thing for this tank. Rather than going in. I don't even know where that went, but... Okay, there we go. Lovely. Don't need heat for him, but we've got heat loaded, so... That won't go in. Lovely. Don't think we can shoot this guy. No, we cannot. Tortoise is moving in now. Lovely. And we should be able to help out the Air Max as well if he gets into trouble. I mean, at least these 300 heat rounds are nice. Bye-bye! Oh, this game is won. We now need to go in and try and get a bit more damage done. So we should have one shot of damage done on the PTK. I believe that we can just go straight across this. But you're telling me I didn't pen the PTK? Well, there is two, to be fair. I know I'm firing heat, but it's whatever. Fair, like. It's not like it really matters. Trying to set this guy on fire. Not quite. Okay. Whatever. Is this guy looking at me? Appears to be. Get one into that guy, lovely. I'll give this guy one extra shot. Alright. Yeah, 15 to 2. We get one shot in, so yeah, it's not great, not terrible, but whatever. So yeah, for a turbo game, I'll take that. Not a lot you can do, to be fair, when the games are this fast. But yeah, what do I think about this tank? I don't know, a lot of people are hating on this tank and saying that it's bad. But I think that's just because of the way that you have to get it. Not really so much the actual playability of it. Like, the gun is a weird one, because the gun is not really a sniper gun, but you kind of have to play it as a sniper, if that makes sense. Armor's okay against lower tier, but higher tier, it's awful. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird tank, to be fair. Yeah, I don't mind this tank. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's great. I think the way that it's put into the game is awful. But like, if this was if all the reward tanks should be like this. They're not great. They're just okay, whatever. The pen on the standard rounds is bad. Like, this should be at least like 240. But besides that, this is fine. I don't know. You have to let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down in the comments, Tiggy would also like to tell you to subscribe. As you can see, he is asleep. He wants more treats. And the only way that he gets more treats is by people subscribing.